Hello students, I am Asha Gaur, Assistant Professor English, Department of Basic Sciences, Oriental College of Technology, Bhopal. The topic for today is Subject-Verb Agreement. What is Subject-Verb Agreement? Subject-Verb Agreement refers to the fact that the subject and verb in a sentence must agree in number. In other words, they must both be singular or they must both be plural. You can't have a singular subject with a plural verb or vice versa. The tricky part is in knowing the singular and plural forms of subjects and verbs. The subject and the verb are the most important elements of a sentence. The relation between the subject and verb depends on two issues, person and number. The verb of a sentence must be in agreement with the subject in regard to person and number. The number of the subject can be singular and plural. The verb must be singular if the subject is singular and the verb must be plural if the subject is plural. So, identifying the number of the subject is required to take a verb. The person of the subject can be first, second and third. The verb changes according to the number and the person of the subject. Rules of subject-verb agreement. Rule number 1. Singular subjects need singular verbs while plural subjects require plural verbs. Be verbs change the most according to the number and person of the subject. Other verbs do not change much on the basis of the subjects except the verbs of the simple present tense. If the subjects are a third person singular number, the verbs are used with s/es when they are in simple present tense. The verbs with s/es in the sentence are called singular verbs. Be verbs are am, are, is, was, were, been and being. We only use be as to be. Be verbs indicate a state of being. We use be verbs according to number and person of the subject. Now look at the chart. Person or number. First, in singular it's am, in plural it's are. Person and number. Second, singular are, plural are. And in third person, singular is and plural is are. Examples. Person first, singular, I am an excellent tennis player. Plural, we are excellent tennis players. And second person or number, you are a nice person. Plural, you all are nice people. Third person, singular, Alex plays well under pressure. Plural, they play well under pressure. Singular, he is a good player. Plural, they are good players. Rule number 2. When the prepositional phrases separate the subjects from the verbs, they have no effect on the verbs. Example, a study, singular subject, on African countries shows, singular verb, that 80% of the people, plural subject, of this continent live, plural verb, below the poverty line. The perspective of different people varies from time to time. The fear of terrorists and militants has made them flee the city. Rule number 3. Nouns connected by the conjunction and in the subject work as the plural subject and take a plural verb. Example, Alex and Murphy are coming here. Robin and his friends want to go on a tour. Apples and mangoes are my favorite fruits. Rule number 4. if the conjunction and is replaced by together with, along with, accompanied by, or as well as, the verb will have no effect for the later part of these expressions. The words prior to these expressions are the subjects. Let's look at the examples. Tom, along with his brothers, is going to the city. His brothers is not the subject of this sentence. That is why we have used is, because here we are referring to Tom. Alex as well as his friends is coming to the party. The boys, accompanied by their teacher, Mr. Robbins, are planning a tour. Here again we can see that we have used are because here the boys is in plural. Note, if these expressions are replaced by and, the subjects will be regarded as plurals and so the verbs have to be plural. Example, Tom and his brothers are going to the city. Rule number 5. Some nouns are always singular and indefinite. When these nouns become the subjects, they always take singular verbs. Any plus singular noun, no plus singular noun, some plus singular noun, every plus singular noun, each plus singular noun. Anybody, nobody, somebody, everybody, each student. Anyone, no one, someone, everyone, either. Anything, nothing, something, everything, neither. You can see that either and neither are starred. That is because either and neither are singular if they are not used with or and nor. Examples for rule number 5. Everybody wants to live happily. Something is bothering him. No human being lives in that house. Neither of you is responsible enough to handle it. Each student has to submit a separate assignment. Rule number 6. Some nouns are always plural. These nouns have two parts: scissors, shorts, eyeglasses, pants, thongs, jeans, trousers, etc. Example, my pants are in the drawer. Your eyeglasses are dirty. These scissors are useless. Note, if these words are preceded by the phrase a pair of, they will be regarded as singular subject. Examples, a pair of pants is needed. This pair of trousers is ugly. Rule number 7. None is a singular subject when it is used alone. When it is used with a prepositional phrase starting with of, the subject can be both plural and singular. None plus of the plus singular noun plus singular verb. None plus of the plus plural noun plus plural verb. Example, none of the money has been used. None of the teacher wants failure for students. None of the students want to fail. None of the bottles are clean enough to keep water. Note, no plus plural noun takes plural verbs. Example, no men are hungry now. Rule number 8. Either or neither. Nor, or and nor take two nouns before and after them. The nouns placed after these conjunctions are regarded as the subject of the sentence. The nouns placed prior to the words or and nor have no effect on the verbs. Example, neither Alex nor his brothers are going to the party. Either John and Alex or I am doing it. I or Robert opens the door when someone comes. Neither the boys nor we are responsible for it. Rule number 9. The sentences beginning with here oblique there are different in structure. In this case, the subject comes after the verb. Here oblique there plus verb plus subject. Example. Here comes verb. The lion. Subject. There is a pond near the house. There are some candies on the table. Here is the document for your car. Rule number 10. Collective nouns are usually regarded as singular subjects. Examples: the committee has decided to postpone the game. The family was ecstatic by the news. The crowd enjoys the excitement in the game. $20 is not a lot of money. Here the noun is plural, but the subject is regarded as a collective noun. Note, the following phrases are also regarded as collective nouns and thus singular subjects. Flock of birds, oblique sheep flock of sheep, herd of cattle, pack of dogs, or wolves, school of fish, or pride of lions. Example: a flock of sheep always moves together. A pack of wolves is approaching towards the herd of cattle. A school of fish always hides from the big fishes. Rule number 11. A number of plus noun is a plural subject and it takes a plural verb. The number of plus noun is a singular subject and it takes a singular verb. Example: a number of dancers are coming to the party. Indefinite number of dancers, that's why it's plural. The number of dancers coming to the party is 12. Definite number of dancers, so singular. A number of people prefer cricket to football. The number of days in this month is 28. Rule number 13. If the plus an adjective appears as the subject of a sentence, it will be plural. Example: the pious are loved by God. The industrious are always not successful. The best do not lack integrity. Exercise and practice with explanation. Choose the correct form of the verb that agrees with the subject. Now you have to do this exercise in your notebook. The answers and explanation is given in this slide, so you can just check it whether you have done it correctly or not. Thank you.